Hey, how you doing? Happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, right? Yeah, it's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. What if it wasn't Tuesday and I just did this on the wrong day? That would be unfortunate. All right. But how are you all doing? Hopefully well. We're just about to get into some game prep for more Wild Beyond the Witchlight. And once again, if you're tuning in, thank you for showing up and taking time out of your day from playing Baldur's Gate 3. It would be an extra day of fun. You're right. It would be an extra day of fun. If we just did this on a Wednesday or something. A little surprise. All right, but we are actually pretty close, almost at the end of Wild Beyond the Witchlight. In fact, this week might be the finale, depending on if the players do anything smart or stupid. Depending on how dumb they are. This might be the finale. It's hard to judge because, like, they could go right here and pretty much end it. Or they can go somewhere else and just be all sorts of screwed up. I actually was unaware that released today. Paulette, thank you for sharing. How perfect to promote this. We might actually, you know what we're going to do? We might take a little pause here and go and get that. Let's make this happen. So for those that did not click the link or didn't see, there is now an official Sound Links pack for Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Perfect. Now we just got to do a quick little... We'll hop over here, and it's going to say Friday because it's still the Fridays overlay. I can swap that out, but I don't have a new graphic for below me, unfortunately, for the new releases. So the new releases are a little out of date. But we're coming over here so that we can update and play around with the new sound pack. But yeah, I guess while we're just sitting here, how was everyone's week? Did you do anything fun? Have any fun games? My entire week was either working or Baldur's Gate 3 with a little break to add some fish to my fish tank. Been playing with OBS? Well, if you ever need any help, feel free to ask. Or, you could check out the, you could watch the how to stream tutorials. There we go. I updated twice just to be extra safe because I did it and it went really, really quick. And I went, I don't know if that actually figured it out. Just got back from Las Vegas Star Trek convention last night. That sounds like a lot of fun. Hope you had a good time. Did anybody watching go to Gen Con? I know that was last weekend as well. Obviously, I did not. I was here. One day, I will get out to Gen Con. But that was not this year. 1 year, though. I'm going to do it. Maybe next year. Maybe not next year. We'll see. We'll see. As you can see by my mug, we're getting ready for Halloween around here. I guess I should probably decorate my background here soon. Usually I Halloween it up a little bit. Group trick to next year, perhaps? That sounds like a great idea. Let's load back into Fantasy Grounds. Here we are. And I'm stumbling around because I got thrown off when you said there was a new sound pack. So let's take a look. Wild Beyond the Witchlight sound pack. And I suppose it should just... Is it... Did it actually load? Yes. Okay, I was going to say, where in here does it load? Go battle map lower, throw that into the background. Open up the ballroom, and it doesn't like it. There's something up with my Witchlight. I think I need to clear it and from my vault and re-download it, because there's actually been something with it for a while. Well, let's just see what happens if we throw, because what we're gonna be looking at today, because it's near the end, is final fight stuff with the 3 hags, and I think I'm gonna make them face all 3 hags. At once. I'm trying really hard here in the end of the adventure to kill him. No, but Kellic should have started some. I should not have cleared Kellic. Whoops. All right. Yeah, I have some. I think this is personal issue. I think it's specifically with my Witchlight. But I'm so close to the end at this point. I don't want to purge it. Because I also had issues with the look for witch. That's not how you spell witch. I also tried to do the portal pack, and that was also giving me errors, and it was only me getting errors. So we might just have to do it the old-fashioned way for the rest of this. Anyway, let's get into taking a look at what these 3 hags can do in combat, because they better be pretty beefy, right? They're challenge rating 6, 7, and 8. And they're going to fight all 3 of them. So we'll start with Bavlorna Blightstraw. Amphibious. Oh, that is a... there's an error right there. That is 2 different feats. Would you look at that? Just add an extra one, I guess. I don't like that it's at the bottom, but at least it's there. All right, so she's amphibious. Venusian. If any creature within 10 feet of Bavlorna uses at least 10 of its movement to run in place counterclockwise, Bavlorna is overcome by a fit of sneezing and can't cast spells until the end of her next turn. In addition, any creature Bavlorna is swallowed is immediately expelled and falls prone. What? When is that going to come up? Spellcasting ability is intelligence. Yeah, let's check those. Intelligence 18. Okay, stats not too bad. Strength is 22, though. What? All right, at will. Detect magic. Polymorph, remove curse. Okay, so that's what she can cast. Innately. And then she can also cast detect thoughts, dispel magic, finger of death. Glibness, location, and mass suggestion. Hey, how are you? And then boon of immortality, they cannot be aged and can't die from old age. I am good. We're just doing some game prep for this weekend's Wild Beyond the Witchlight game. Streamed every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Anyway, create Lornlings. That's right. She can create little ones. Which means I'm going to make another encounter. With how many? Create 1 or 2 1-foot-tall duplicates of herself. And that's on a recharge. Okay. So we're going to grab NPCs, and we're going to grab encounters, and we're going to grab a random encounter. I wonder if there is one already. No. What is the difference between Lornling T and Lornling? There is no difference. There is no difference. We will stick with regular ones. And then we want a D2. Lornling. Set them as faction hostile. It's not nearly as complex as it looks if you don't know really what's going on. I'm definitely making it a little more complex. I'm trying to prep for 3 different NPCs at once, 3 different, basically, like, bosses at once that I'm going to throw at my players. But that does mean that, yeah, I have to have a whole bunch of stuff open because they're going to fight all 3 of these at once, and they all do different weird things, like summon little teeny tiny mini versions of herself, which look like that. So close that down. She could do that. She's got a Withering Ray, which we already talked about. As a bonus action, Bevlorna can swallow a smaller creature that she is grappling. Okay. That's a pretty normal effect. I don't really need to worry too much about that. And then spells, I do want to at least know what spells. Detect magic, create food and water. Polymorph is complicated. And hello, Belmorte, over on Kick. Unfortunately, we do use Restream to send this to multiple sources, mostly to YouTube to save all these, but then also to Twitter, Facebook, and Kick and Steam, actually. Yes, I didn't know what your account was, but we can actually do that right now. Never mind, it's not quite as quick as I thought it was. I'm on Twitch. Yep, I can see where everybody's. I know where everyone is. Add new. There we go. All right. There you go. But Kick is the newest one that we've added since it's a newer platform. But Restream doesn't play as nicely with Kick as it does with some of the other streaming services, unfortunately. Anyway, back into it. We've got Polymorph. Polymorph is a pain in the butt. I might actually. Here's what I'll do. What's Kick? It's another streaming platform. It's basically, it's identical to Twitch, but green. It's Twitch, but green. The spell transforms a creature you can see within range to a new form. Creature makes a wisdom saving throw to avoid the effect. A shape changer automatically succeed. Yeah, okay. It doesn't say what. Well, she's a witch. Obviously, it turns them into a frog. So, let's just grab my little DM actions. Player. Let's go find me a polymorph frog, not giant spot frog, regular frog. Add on a froggy morph. And now, if you want to see how this works, I'll close down some of these for right now. We can come over here. We got the player tokens. We can add that on, and Boom. They are frog. Let's clear that out. We got remove curse, not bestow curse, though. And plane shift. Why are their spell slots not filled out? 6 level 1 spell slots with Detect Thoughts, Dispel Magic, Finger of Death. That one will be kind of fun. That's a first level spell? 70. No, it's a level 7 spell. That makes sense. And Mass Suggestion. Locate creature. Oh, Finger of Death. That's going to be fun. That's just going to kill one. And it raises them as a zombie. Cool. Cool. Where we roughly know how Bavlorna plays. I will let them take a full long rest before they fight. I didn't let them before the last one, but this one I will, because if I don't, well, they're going to die instantly. All right, we'll take a look at Skabatha Nightshade next. I believe she's technically the second of the hags anyway. Same thing, an immune. The first creature Skabatha sees after finishing a long rest is invisible to her. That's not going to come up, but wow, that's interesting. Skabatha's spellcasting ability is intelligent. She can cast the following spells without material components. Same spells. And then with all of them together, they can cast any of those spells, but as one. Alter size. As a bonus action, Skabatha magically shrinks itself to tiny size between 4 or return to a normal size. All right. Okay. Interesting. Same spells, pretty much. I think that's going to be easy. I think they are going to have the same spells because they're all hags together. Wait, does she not have any? Oh, claw attack. And of course, Finger of Death. That's the one I'm really looking forward to. And then Endolin Moongrave, who's my favorite, and really the scariest. Can only be killed if she's reduced to 0 hit points during a solar eclipse. or while within 60 feet of a symbolic representation of one. Which drops to 0 hit points. Yeah, okay. Same spells, multi-attack, Puppeteer's Leech. Puppeteer's Lash. Melee or ranged. One creature, 17 damage, psychic damage. Character is larger or smaller. The telepathically moves it. Is large or smaller, sorry. 10 feet. Okay, that's cool. And then the same spells. Glibness? That is a weird spell. I don't really know what I'm going to do with that. Yeah, same spells. Mass Suggestion might be fun, though. Each target makes a wisdom saving throw. Yeah. Mass Suggestion is one of those really fun spells. You can basically you mind control a bunch of people. In this case, it's going to be players. Because I'm not going to hold back for the final fight. I'm still bitter over the last final fight in the last season of our Dungeons and Dragons show when they killed Strahd in one round of combat. They just deleted him off the planet. So we're not going to have that problem ever again. And also, I think that once they get, we'll say to like half health or less, when stuff starts looking bad, it would just to preserve the show a little longer, they might teleport away. And then the players will have to go hunt them down at their own lairs. They don't get any lair actions or legendary actions, I notice. And no legendary resistance either. Although I guess with stats like these... Okay, Skabathas is the most reasonable. Actually. So I think that's how that will go. Really sad about the Sirenscape sound's not working. Does it? Does the Monster Manual one work for me now, I wonder? Yes, it does. Okay, yes, it does. That was just me. Well, that sound was a little much, don't you think? All right. Unfortunately, I didn't really have much to prep today because they're still in the same dungeon. We've prepped the whole dungeon. I've gone through every single room. So there's not a lot I can think of to add. I guess we can take a quick look at where is it? Ending the story. Ending the story. Resisting Zybelna from temporal stasis can be accomplished in one of three ways. Shattering Igwilv's cauldron. Okay. Which ends time freezing magic. Touching Igwilv's cauldron with a unicorn horn while reciting the poem, which they don't know yet. Touching Zybilna with the unicorn horn while speaking her true name, which they also don't know yet. Which can be learned from the palace's costume room, P36. Okay. The palace's costume room. And that's got to be on the second floor then. How did I miss that? That's the dressing room. That's not the same thing. Oh, they haven't gone into the costume room yet. Okay. Oh, this room contains 8 wooden mannequins and tall glass cabinets. Each mannequin wears a different outfit. Interesting. By the way, hello, Drake Takes. Good to see you. Oh. So they need to explore more. I lied. I actually missed the costume room. I think it's because it's this weird little, like, corner side room. Or in the beanstalk from Ygritte. So yeah, I guess I just need to explore more. At the end of this tower, characters must use flight or climb the beanstalk. Yes. The toad is Ygritte's shape changed closet and Igwil's longtime companion. Claims to be Zybilna's toad familiar. Allows the beanstalk to lift the tower into the air, creating a haven for itself. Oh, interesting. So that's why the beanstalk is like that. We've been hiding ever since. It knows the League of Malevolence side with the hags, but it lacks the courage to venture forth and abreast of the League's activities. Okay. All right, the vault contains a purple sword. We already got that. The Jabberwock is not the biggest creature. Okay. Yep, we know about the owl. And guests can bypass crown locks. Yeah, by writing their name in Zybilna's book. So knows how to end the curse that Igwolf placed on the area P33 if the character doesn't help ending the curse. Okay. Yesterday comes after tomorrow, but where's my proof? The answer is in a dictionary. That's stupid. That's a silly puzzle. The character, or a silly riddle, I guess. The characters tell Ygritte that Zebulon can be freed from temporal stasis by speaking her true name while touching with the unicorn or in the closet reveals Zebulon's true name is Natasha. There we go. That's how the players figure it out. That or the collar. I remember that there was a little bit ago where we were like, how will the players figure this out? Because it showed us the silly thing with the map. Not that one. Was it just called Carnival? Yeah. Yeah, the silly thing with this. But this makes a little more sense. Yeah, the image algebra. Yeah, that's what it was. It's more like image calculus. All right. And destroying the cauldron is no great loss since Igwilv has the power to return it. It's not said the Witch Queen will be pleased to see her cauldron destroyed. Well, we don't need to do that. And there's a set of winged boots. That'll be a fun little magic item to give them. There we go. So I got to figure out a way to get my players to actually climb the beanstalk. That is a good question. I don't know. I don't know, because there's parts of this one that I like better, but then there's parts that are really, really complicated and just didn't make sense to me. Like this area. It is much deeper, but this one is a full-sized adventure. Like, hold on. Hang on. Where is my... Oh, there's my witch light. Let's compare Witchlight, right? Regular size D&D book. Let's compare that in size to Light of Xerxes. So, yeah, Witchlight is, oh, I just dropped that, a ton deeper. But that doesn't always mean better. You know? Yeah, like the Spelljam adventure is tiny, and it's I guess I think hey, by the way, thank you, Nick. That's really nice. How many are we on? 20. I think. Let's quickly take a look and find out. I didn't mark the 21, or the next one will be 22. Yeah, this week's stream will be 22. Most of the way complete. Technically, the players could complete it at any time. They just need to free the Archfey. They just don't quite... They have, like, most of the clues of how to do that. They just don't quite know how yet. So, pretty close. But I think it's a little early, but we've kind of gone over everything. Yeah, I'd say around that. And our early sessions were longer. Our early sessions in Wild Beyond the Witchlight were 3 to 4 hours. It wasn't until later that I shrunk them to 2. So yeah, it probably about twice the amount of time. Which looked about right if you looked at the books. I don't have the Spelljammer one anymore because I put it back in its box set. It was about half the size. So yeah, that seems about right. Well, I think it's a little bit early, but I think we're gonna wrap up the stream. Just because I feel like we've got everything ready. We just need the players to start going in the correct direction. I think if we do another one of these next week, it won't be Wild Beyond the Witchlight. We'll start prepping a one-shot, maybe a Pathfinder one-shot or something. We'll see. And that's mostly because when we end Wild Beyond the Witchlight, we're not going to go right into another campaign. We're going to do a handful of one-shots for a few months. Instead of going right back into a new campaign, because I think, well, I've got some ideas, but it's going to take some time to get those ideas fleshed out. But yeah, which means we should probably getting in my brain to run Curse of Strahd. Good luck. It's a lot of fun, but that's a big one. Gonna go drop a raid. Please stick around for the raid. Come on and show your love to the Fantasy Grounds community. And also remember to come back on Friday for Fantasy Grounds Fridays, and Fabled Dice. Fantasy Grounds Fridays is at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Fabled Dice is at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And then Saturday we should have Josh's Map and Image Creation show back. So, yeah, stick around for those. And Drake Takes, lucky for you, you know what we got? I think it was released. Never mind. I'm not going to say it just in case I'm wrong and it wasn't, but I'm pretty sure it was. Never mind. We'll wait. Let's go for that raid. And yes, I believe Paulette will be on that week. Or this Friday. That week, as in this week. So we'll see her soon. Have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.